Have you ever wondered about the origins of the human life and the mysteries of the universe? Do you believe that there could be a life beyond our planet? Welcome to the mystical dimensions where we explore the unknown and deep dive into the mysteries of the universe. Today we will be discussing a topic that has long fascinated life exists on the moon of the Saturn Hyperion. If you want to learn more about Saturn, get your free of cost book from the link in the description. And if you find out the fun fact about Saturn in the video, comment down below and watch till end for the session the picture perfect. Saturn is the second largest planet in our solar system. It's a gas giant. It is best known for its beautiful rings. But did you know that the Saturn has also over 80 moons? Today we will talking about the most closer look for one of the Saturn's most interesting moon, Hyperion. One of the Saturn's moons, Hyperion, is particularly interesting. It is a small moon measuring only 410 by 260 by 220 km in size. Its shape is irregular and it has a very low density for its size. So how did Hyperion form? Scientists believe that the moon of Saturn formed from the disk of gas and dust that surrounded the planet as it was forming. As the gas and dust began to clump together, they formed large and large objects. Over time, these objects collide with each other and stuck together, eventually forming the moons of the Saturn. Hyperion likely formed the same way as the other moon of Saturn, but it's unique because it may have been hit by a large object early in its history, causing it to become a porous, creating its unusual shape. Because of its low density and pure structure, Hyperion's surface is not compacted like other moons. This means that it has well-preserved craters of all shapes and sizes packed together across its surface. In fact, did you know that Saturn, the sixth planet of the Sun, has made its way into the pop culture in various forms? One such reference is the character Saturn in the popular movie game franchise Transformers. It was in the year of 1848 when the discovery of Hyperion, one of the Saturn many moon, was made. William Churchborn, George Phillips Bond, and William Lassell are credited with being the first to observe Hyperion. The Bond brothers were American astronomers who worked at the Harvard Observatory, while Lassell was an English astronomer who had already discovered Tryon, the largest moon of Neptune, a few years earlier. They were all observing Saturn and its moon with their telescope, trying to find out new ones or better understanding those they already knew about. They were using a new method called photography, which allowed them to capture images of the night sky with much more detail, even better. One night, while they were observing Saturn, they noticed a small faint object near the planet. At first, they thought it might be a star or a comet, but upon closer examination, they realized it was a new moon. They named the moon Hyperion after the Titan of Greek mythology who was the father of the sun, the moon, and the dawn. Over the years, astronomers has continued to study Hyperion using more adventurous telescopes and spacecraft such as Cassini-Huygens mission. Observers have revealed that Hyperion is very unusual moon with a sponge-like surface and tumbling orbit. Scientists believe that the Hyperion's low density and high porosity may have due to the composition of mostly water, ice, and small amount of rocks. And while we may not know if life exists on Hyperion, the discovery may be astronomers over the year have continued to deepen our understanding of the mysteries of our universe. The Cassini supercraft was one of the most ambitious missions ever taken by NASA, studying the planet Saturn and its many moons. Here are two fascinating facts about the remarkable spacecraft. Cassini was one of the largest and heaviest spacecraft ever launched, weighing in the whopping 6.7 tons. This massive spacecraft was necessary for carrying all scientific instruments needing to study Saturn and its moon. Cassini not only study Saturn and its moon from orbit but also deploying a probe called Huygens to land on the surface of the Saturn's moon's Titan. This was the first time the spacecraft have ever landed on the moon in the outer solar system. Have you ever wondered how scientists determine the size of the moon in our solar system? Such as Saturn's moon Hyperion, let's take a closer look. Saturn is one of the Saturn's many moons, but what sets it apart from the rest is its particular shape and size. Hyperion has irregular potato-like shape, making it one of the largest body in our solar system not to be so irregular. Hyperion has made a radius of 135 km making it about 1/3 the size of the Earth's moon. Despite its smaller size, Hyperion's unique feature make it fascinating moon to study. Because of its low density, Hyperion has weak surface gravity and high porosity, which allow for the preservation of the original shapes. Scientists believe that Hyperion's nature is due to the moon being made of most of the water ice with small amount of rocks. The various surface temperature suggests Hyperion's surface composition also varies, which could provide clues about the moon's formation and history, which may remains unknown about Hyperion. Ongoing research and exploration of this fascinating moon may reveal more about the mysteries of our solar system. Saturn's moon Hyperion is the strangest and the uniquest object in our solar system. Its bronze and irregular surface has puzzled astronomers from decades, but how did its odd moon form? The most likely acceptable theory is that Hyperion formed from the debris left over all the massive collision between two larger bodies in the solar system. This collision was violently rough to complete shatter the two objects, creating a deep sphere that eventually collapsed into the smaller moon like Hyperion. The fragments that formed Hyperion was likely composed of a mixture of ice and rock. As it was came together, they formed a loose and bronze structure that voids and spaces between the particles. Over time, the weak gravitational pull of the small moon was not enough to compress the material, so it remained bronze and low density. Hyperion's entrance punchy moon, it is a fascinating terrestrial object that has captured the attention of scientists for decades. But the question remains, Hyperion be habitable? The surface of Hyperion is made of water, ice and small amount of rock, making it cool and harsh environment for life as we know it. However, there are some factors that could potentially make it habitable. Hyperion's orbit, although Saturn's highest, irregular and it is tumbled in orbit, meaning it doesn't spin at a constant rate or in the constant orientation. This could result in a variety of different environments on the surface of the moon, some of which could be more favorable for living things. Additionally, it be able that Hyperion has a supersurface oceans of liquid water. This could provide a potential habitat for microbiological life, similarly to what has been discovered on the other icy moon in the outer solar system. Despite this factor, the surface of Hyperion is bombarded by high level of radiation and charged particles from Saturn's magnetosphere, which could make it difficult for any potential life to survive. While there are no current plans for a mission to study the habitability of Hyperion, it remains an intriguing target for the future exploration. Perhaps one day we will unlock the secrets of this punchy moon and discover if life exists beyond Earth. Until then, Saturn and its moon continue to inspire our imagination and expand our understanding of the universe. Welcome to the picture perfect session of our video. We are featuring a movie that will take you into a mind-bending journey through time and space. Get ready for Interstellar, directed by Christopher Nolan. Interstellar star Matthew McConaughey as a copper and former astronaut who was one of the dangerous mission to find a new home for humanity. As Earth is on the brink of extinction, along with a team of scientists, Cooper travel through a wormhole to explore distant planet and search for the habitable world. But as they venture further into the unknown, they discover that time and space are not just what they seem. With stunning visuals and gripping storyline, Interstellar is a cinematic masterpiece that will leave you on the edge of your seat. If you are a fan of science fiction adventure, be sure to check out Interstellar. If you found this video interesting, don't forget to hit the like button and leave a comment down below with your thoughts and questions. Share this video with your friends and family who might be interested in learning about the space and science. If you have not already, make sure to subscribe our channel to stay up to date with the latest content on the wonder of the universe. Thank you for watching and we will see you in the next